Hi guys and Happy New Year! My name is Dr. Rocker and today I'll show you how to draw Scarlet Witch, also known as Wanda Maximoff. Let's go!
Okay guys, we start with a line that connects the shoulders. And from there on I always draw the middle of the upper body. From the crotch we draw two lines where the feet are attached to the body. And since this is a female character, we need to make sure that the hips are quite wide, because we want to underline the feminine side of our character. Oh, and by the way, when you take a closer look, you will be able to see some help lines I already drew on this piece of paper. Because this way I can make sure to work with very confident lines, which is very important for a tutorial like this. Because now I don't have to find the right lines. You can watch me draw the correct lines from the beginning, which is the way it should be for a tutorial. Just in case you're wondering. The right leg of Scarlet Witch is a little bit bent and the left one is straight. Also the arms are quite easy to understand and simple to draw in this gesture. And a little help so you will place the head on the correct spot. If you would extend the line from the middle of the face, it would hit the right shoulder. The starting point of the boobs are the shoulders and they should end about one length of a head beneath the head, a little bit over the ribcage. Make sure to draw in these bumps on the hips so she will look more womanly. For the right hand you draw a circle for the thumb muscle and a circle for the muscle underneath the pinky finger. And then you just follow my lead with putting in all these fingers, finger for finger, like you see here, and this will be the hand she will do magic with. And since we already defined the head, we can start off with the face. I didn't use any reference for this, so she will not look like Elizabeth Olsen, but that's not necessary. You can draw whatever face you like fitting for Scarlet Witch. As long as you draw her a beautiful face, because she is supposed to be quite beautiful, then you're good. Here you can see me drawing in the feet again. They are quite simple as well, way easier than when doing male characters, because we don't have to draw so many muscles. And this will be her tiara or her crown or whatever you want to call it. There probably is a name for that, but I don't know, I'm sorry. And out of this helmet sort of thing, there comes out all the hair, which is kind of floating in the wind, because she's producing quite some disturbances with her magic. Which you also will be able to see with the cape, because this is floating around a little bit as well. For that, just follow these shapes and fold it as much as possible. If you look for references online for the suit of Scarlet Witch, you find quite some different things. So I put together all the bits and pieces I like the most and ended up with doing it like the way you see it right here. I think it looks pretty cool. When drawing the middle line of the belly, make sure to draw it slightly S-shaped to add a little twist. And now it's time to put on a little bit of makeup, because we want to look beautiful when facing all the demons and villains we have to fight.
Okay, so we are already done with the line work. And I already transferred it to a bristle board. It's a 300 series because I didn't want the blue lines on this one because she's so big. There would be so many blue lines in the way that wouldn't have looked nice. So let's continue with this one.
We are now adding some line weight. I didn't go too thick with the lines. You can go thicker if you want to, but in this case I wanted it to look quite feminine, so my lines ended up being quite thin, but still they are dynamic and they are going thinner towards the light source. Every now and then I break them up, so to show where the light hits the character the most. And this part is sped up quite a bit, because otherwise it would get boring to watch me draw the lines I just drew before, so that's that. And on the Strathmore 300 series bristle paper, I'm using my H pencil to do everything from now on. You can also use a 2H pencil, which will prevent smudging even more than my H pencil. But first of all, in these videos, it's just better for you guys to watch when I use this H pencil, because the lines are darker and it's easier to be seen properly. And as you can see, by the way, we already started the strong blacks, and there are a lot of strong blacks on the legs, especially because they are furthest away from the light source. Yeah, and the second reason I'm using the H pencil, it's not just because you guys can see it better, I also naturally don't press as hard when I do my pencil drawings. So for me, I guess it's really the better pencil. I need to do a video about that, because I have some things to say about using pencils and which pencil you should use. And what I'm pretty sure I will not use quite soon again is this Bristolboard Strathmore 300 series for pencils only, because it's actually quite a pain. Don't get me wrong, I love Strathmore paper, it's my favorite brand and I'm not sponsored, by the way. But for pencils only, the Strathmore 200 series, the one with the blue lines, is way better. It picks up the pigments from the lead way better than the 300 series, and it's less smudging. But for a lot of other techniques, the 300 series will be better, of course. It's thicker, it's surely better when using Copics and stuff, so it's actually still a great paper, but not my favorite for penciling. The strong blacks for a lady are not as complicated and not as much work as when you do a dude with all those muscles, but you might want to concentrate on working a little bit cleaner than usually. Because let's face it, women are the more beautiful creatures, so we need to draw them quite clear and clean and beautiful. So don't do too many bumps where they don't belong. When you have to draw a cape next to a very shaded area, you can always draw a rim light. Even if there's actually not a light source which would produce this one, draw it in anyway, so we can separate the body from the cape. And here we are already doing some folds on the stomach area, and again, we will not go too crazy with all the folds because we want this girl to look quite perfect, so be careful with those folds. After some metal effects on the helmet or whatever it is, we start with the cross-hatching. With those we try to shade out of the really dark areas. But be very gentle with those hatching lines and don't do too much of them. They don't look as good on girls, they can make them look older and that's not what we want, right? All the areas should look nice and soft. Too many and too long hatching lines might produce a too ragged look for this kind of drawing. Especially on blank skin. You can do more hatching lines on all the parts of the suit, but especially on the skin parts, you need to stay away from over-hatching those. The face stays free from hatching lines at all. And as you might be able to see already, we are almost done. And what I didn't mention so far, there will be references for this drawing on my Instagram account. Especially a reference with just a strong black stun and no hatching lines so far will really help you out a lot when you want to redraw this. The link to my Instagram account is down in the description. And if you want to do me a favor, please my friends, share my videos on social media, that would help me out greatly. Thank you!
And here she is, people, the Scarlet Witch. This is a really cool character and is a ton of fun to draw. I hope you will have fun when you redraw this yourself. And this is it for today's video, my friends. I hope you had fun watching. I hope you will have fun redrawing. I hope you have a great year. This will be a fabulous year, you will see. And don't forget to subscribe. Then you will have an even better year because you will get all the notifications for my new videos and tutorials. So stay tuned, guys. Have a great day, thank you for watching, and now I want you to watch this video. That's where I basically show you everything you need to know about comic book drawings. So check it out, it's really a cool video, and if you have seen it already, just click it again, there are so many tips in there, you might have missed one or two. So have a great day, as I said, and see you there, guys. I love all of you.